Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Yugioh Reshef of Destruction. In the last one, what did we do? I think we just got mostly stuck on the rare hunters, right? Because there was a whole bunch of rare hunters here. We fought the boss Exodia dude in this area, but they're all over town and they keep coming back. If you beat them and then just leave the screen, then they come back. So we mostly just fought those guys. And then afterwards, I said I was gonna grind a little bit, so I did. Didn't make too many changes. We did get like, I don't know, 10, 20, almost 20 levels higher. And we got a lot of money. It turns out that Esperoba and each of these ghouls gives like a few hundred domino every single time you beat them. So that's pretty good. But I don't think Grandpa's shop actually had anything new and useful for us quite yet. As far as deck changes go, I temporarily took out the baby dragons. Let's go actually look at our deck. I added these guys in because they were good against Esperoba. We might have to change that depending on who we verse next. I know there were some things new. Oh, this dude. I got this guy, I think, from Esperoba. He's got 50 more attack than Baby Dragon, and he was a warrior, so he was good in Esperoba's field zone. Because warriors got a power-up. That guy we could always take out, depending on what we're fighting. I learned something interesting about different Dimension Dragon. I didn't really understand this, but apparently your graveyard is not exactly what I thought it was, or what it is in normal Yu-Gi-Oh! In this game, what it says, if this card is in your own graveyard at the own turn start, your graveyard is only the last card that was sent there. There is nothing else in your graveyard except for the last card that was put there. So if you discard different dimension dragon, and then one of your other cards gets killed after that, different dimension dragon is no longer in your graveyard, so its effect will not go off, which just doesn't make any sense and is complete nonsense. Dark Flare Knight is actually better than I thought he was, because I very quickly got high enough to be able to use him, and so I put him in the deck. All you have to do, because his effect just automatically goes off when he's in the graveyard, it doesn't require it to be like a player's start turn or whatever. He just immediately summons this Mirage Knight thing, which is like a 2800 attack Dream Warrior, which is pretty decent. But then on your opponent's turn, his effect is that he then transforms into Dark Magician and Flame Swordsman. So you end up with, instead of a 2800 attack monster, you end up with a Dark Magician, which is a 2500, and a Flame Swordsman, which is an 1800. And that's all completely for free. All you do is discard this card. And then it does that. Obviously, you can also summon him, and then when he dies, that effect will go off. But it's much easier to just discard him than it is to summon him, for obvious reasons. Bear Trap, I actually fought the ghouls a little bit until I got 2 more Bear Traps. Because that other trap card that we were using just wasn't cutting it anymore, right? Most people didn't even have a monster that it could affect. So I wanted to replace it with Bear Traps. Bear Traps are fairly cheap. They only cost 20. So instead of having a whole bunch of really weak monsters, we can run a lot of Bear Traps. I also think I got 1 more Beck into Darkness, so now we have 3 Beck into Darkness. Again, a really cheap card with a pretty good effect. Just get rid of the strongest monster your opponent has. And I was using this Gate Sword against Esperoba because it was a warrior. We could always change that out. That's just a regular tribute card. Oh, there is one thing. Actually, now that I think about it, there's some stuff that I got from Esperoba that we can't really use. First of all, Brain Control. I was trying to get more Brain Controls. Brain Control just steals your opponent's monster for the turn, like Change of Heart. Doesn't cost any life points like it's supposed to, which is pretty sweet. Got UFO Turtle and Cyber Raider. Still can't use either of these. Or can we use them? No, I guess we can use them. They just cost so much that it's not really worth it at the moment. Heavy Storm, I need to figure out a way to fit a Heavy Storm in our deck, because Heavy Storm is kind of like a win card. We can just win if we play Heavy Storm, kind of. Dark Flare Knight is more of just, if you get this card, you win. Heavy Storm is more of a, if everything is going terribly, you still have a chance. Is there anything else of note that we like got or anything? No, I mean we were starting at high cost stuff, so that high cost stuff at the top was pretty much the best. We got some Fiend Mega Cybers, but he's pretty expensive. If we can fit him later on, then we'll try and use him. The one other card that Grandpa did get is Jinzo. Now, we didn't actually get a Jinzo to drop from Esperoba. I don't know if it can drop from him. He did summon it against me a few times. Apparently, what Jinzo does is he just destroys all traps on your opponent's field, and that's not like an activated effect. He just does that. So he doesn't waste his attack by destroying traps. He still gets to attack, which is pretty cool. But he's an incredibly expensive card. He's in Grandpa's shop right now, so we won't be using him anytime soon. But there is that. Now, why don't we go ahead and go to one of the areas? Because it seemed like Domino Station and the exhibition are locked off at the moment. Domino Pier Arcana was there. So he seems pretty important. So I think we should go to Italy first and kind of go down the line and then come back to Domino Pier. And we'll save each zone that we get to in case somehow we find like the final boss that we're supposed to beat and it locks us out of other stuff. But anyways, let's get started. Yeah, I don't feel like we got that much stronger except for being able to use Dark Flare Knight. Dark Flare Knight is pretty big. We already read this all last time, so we'll just go ahead and skip it real quick. And hopefully we'll be able to beat this guy. I don't know, because our deck is kind of built to fight Esperova at the moment, right? Also, as far as anti-cards go, both UFO Turtle and Cyber Raider cost more than Anti-Raigeki, so I've been antiing these cards up instead now. Both of which we got from Esperova. Inotama. Okay, is that a Jerry Beans man? Oh no, it's Bean Soldier. Not Jerry Beans man. But it is Forest. Which is kind of bad for us, huh? 1400 attack, we can't get over a 1400 attack. So we're essentially forced to beckon to darkness. Now I'm slightly concerned about that trap card, so I'm actually going to summon Witch's Apprentice instead of White Hat. And try and proc the trap with her. Yeah. So at least we didn't lose our strongest card there. I could have maybe summoned my 300 attack monster and procced it with that. Would have been a viable strategy, but you're light. So we're fine here to use White Magical Hat. Yeah, since there's no picking what you use your trap cards on, you could definitely force them to use it on really bad cards. What do we got here? This guy. He's got some staying power, but so far everything we've seen this guy has, yeah, has even that had above 1,000 defense or attack. So odds that this guy lives are not good. Ooh. And pleasantly surprised. Now the question is, do we just go Perfect Machine King? We haven't seen this guy have any water yet. But he also would have no reason to have used a water card yet. So there's two possibilities here. We could put Petite Moth in defense mode, which I think is actually going to be the better play. I'm going to switch Mountain Warrior to attack, making him a prime target. Put Petite Moth over here in defense mode. And I'm thinking... Ooh, that's really bad. That's a water. Okay, so good thing we didn't summon Perfect Machine King. So here I feel like we make a Dark Flare Knight play. Summoning Dark Flare Knight would be good here, except for obviously he can't kill this monster. So it just makes more sense to just discard him. And then you can see his effect goes off for discarding him. And now we have a Mirage Knight. And Mirage Knight here, at the start of the foe's turn, can split into Dark Magician and Flame Swordsman. Now, it doesn't seem to be optional, even though it says can. He just kind of does that. Which sometimes I feel like I would rather just have the Mirage Knight. What else? 5,700. And the fact that this is just a free summon is kind of crazy, right? So Mountain Warrior is still a good target for him, so the Larva Moth will probably live. Might as well just put this in attack, I guess. So here he goes off. And he's actually a little bit better right now. Switching to Dark Magician. Because Dark Magician gets powered up on the field that the ghouls use. This seems like... if we summon Perfect Machine King, can we win? Yeah, we do. And actually, it almost looks like we're actually pretty strong now, huh? But it's mostly just that we got everything to work this duel. The Petite Moth worked out this duel, and we didn't even have to use it yet, but that was kind of like our fallback plan, where we would have had a Great Moth and then a perfectly ultimate Great Moth. But we got Dark Flare Knight, which was just OP and all that stuff, so thanks for saving me. Honestly, I was a little scared. But you guys, why are you here? I didn't know that was going on in town. The Neo-Ghouls don't scare me anymore. I'm a much better duelist. I'll help you too. I'll go to the town of Domino. The Neo-Ghouls don't stand a ghost of a chance. Okay, so we are supposed to collect everyone, it seems like. Let's go find another ally. Anything in here? Nope. Okay, so we'll keep the same plan. We'll save Mai last. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, pressing B automatically takes you here, huh? I didn't want to go here because I thought a cutscene might start at the entrance to this place. Is there anyone here? Oh, Weevil's here. It's Loomis and Umbra. You're going to join us as a Neo-Ghoul. You're smart as a spider to recruit me. You'll join us? Okay. Weevil, you jerk. Whatever, I'll just say don't join them. Just kidding. There's no way I'd join you, wimpy worms. How dare you? You tricked us. You leave us with no options. We'll settle this in a duel. I'm not falling into your web. I won't take on two duelists at the same time. You duel one of them. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't know anything about Loomis and Umbra for this battle. I don't know if you get different rewards depending on which one you beat. And I imagine you probably can't fight them again, at least not right now. So... I mean, there's probably like an ideal... Like, if I were to read a guide on this game, it would probably say like, verse Umbra because he'll give you blah 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 or whatever. Who do I think is stronger? Based on my memory, I don't really remember what was different about the cards they used. I know obviously their boss monster was Masked Beast, like Death Gardener or whatever. But I don't... Did they both have the same deck? Did they have differences? I don't actually know. So I think it's kind of random, so we'll fight Loomis. Although Umbra seems like he would have better just base cards, whereas Loomis might have better tech cards. But this game seems like tech cards are better, but also not that many cards have tech ability. Like, cards like Man-Eater Bug don't even have an effect, which is kind of weird. They'll make an excellent prize for Master Key. Anyway, I'm just gonna hope this isn't that important. Oh, this card gets added in here as the same cost as UFO Turtle and stuff. I would really like to go first. That thing is pretty strong. Yeah, that's an issue. I mean, we know our Bear Trap's gonna be able to kill that. The problem is I'm sure he's gonna summon another monster, right? Ooh. That's a Divine as well? That's not good. Mask of Shine and Dark. Our only hope against this thing is like Dark Flare Knight. Jeez. That's rough. Yeah, he got too far ahead too quickly. That kind of sucks. Wow, Grand Tiki Elder's 1950 on this field? Come on, man. That's not fair. Alright, well... How strong is Grand Tiki Elder normally? It doesn't tell you. It shows you their current attack, not their normal attack. Well, we kind of gotta ditch this fight. That's just not gonna happen. He started with a forest, but he also seems to have a dream. Save right here. We want to save before picking because we need to be able to change our deck. Right now, I didn't really learn enough about Loomis. I sped it up, but I didn't really learn enough about Loomis to be able to change my deck, I feel like. But I definitely want to win by anteing up a card, right? Because I think what we could get has high value. This is the exact same duel. I should have thought that through. We already know we can't win this duel. Okay, well. I was supposed to reshuffle my deck a little bit. Oh, this is a problem because Baby Dragon's no longer in the deck. I can't just take him out, put him back in. I forgot to speed it up. Good thing about fighting Loomis is we don't have to switch anything in the dialogue box. But Loomis and Umbra seem important enough that there should be a point in the game where maybe we can fight them over and over. It's pretty much the same hand. He's got the same cards. So I imagine the same thing is gonna happen. Yeah, this is not great. Yeah, he had all the same cards. So the only way we can win turn 1 is with a fire, huh? And we know his face down is Dark Piercing Light, which doesn't do anything. Or at least we don't care. So, where are all our weak cards at? I think they're in like Earth and maybe some in Wind. Don't really need that guy, but he is powered up in this fight, I think. This guy is not powered up in this fight. Because he's a warrior. And he's really expensive, so it might actually be good to take him out. Put the big guy back in because he is powered up in this fight, right? Yeah. Is Gradius powered up? No. Beast. I think Fiends and Magicians are what's powered up here. So that thing would be powered up, but this thing's expensive, right? It's not that expensive. But I think we're looking to add fire. We could add UFO Turtle. A UFO turtle would take up all of our cost. Ooh, it takes up more than all of our cost. That's not great. Well, let's take some time to think while we take other things out. Flying fish we really don't need. It costs a lot and it's not as good as this princess. And this guy, he's not surviving anything, so I feel like he's just too expensive. And then, oh, I forgot to pull up the type chart. Take this out. Anything else? I mean, I'm starting to... The Armored Ninja was so funny. I kept him in the deck the entire time while grinding Esperova. And almost always, because Esperova only had, like, UFO Turtle as his only fire type, and I would kill the UFO Turtle so often with the Armed Ninja. Heavy Storm. Go ahead, put the Heavy Storm in. Heavy Storm works against that mask, obviously. Back into Darkness would also work against it. So we have essentially 4 cards that can deal with that mask. And then we need to be able to beat Dream, which will require Fiends. And we need to be able to beat Forest, which will require Fire. So we're entering the fire zone here. Are either of you powered up? No. That's a shame. Okay, and now we need Fiends. Are you a Fiend? Yes. Don't we have weaker Fiends? Lesser Dragon's not gonna be powered up, right? No. You're a weaker Fiend. You powered up? You are powered up. I wish Shadow Ghoul had its effect. I don't know if zombies get stronger on this field. I don't think they do. I think zombies get stronger on Mountain. And that's it, huh? Guess give me 2 Skull Servants. We got room. How much room? Not enough to put something really good, but enough to put something like that in. Alright, let's try this now. Alright. It kind of sucks that you have to go through the dialogue every time. Well, I guess in this case, you would have to go through the dialogue anyways, but we're just resetting till right before we did the dialogue. But even if we lost, we'd still have to go through all the dialogue. So there's essentially no difference, except I'm not losing my anti-card by doing this, which is valuable to me because it saves time. Alright, exact same start. We have a fire card. Every card on the playing field. I feel like I should save Heavy Storm in case everything goes wrong, huh? Because right now I could really just summon this. Kill that. I could discard this guy. Have a really big field. And then, like, Dark Piercing Light doesn't really matter. Dark Magician will get powered up. Ooh, that sucks. So here's the dragon. So we have this as a fiend to kill that. Now you'll notice here I don't want to play the different dimension dragon because there's like a 90% chance one of my monsters will die, therefore removing the different dimension dragon from my graveyard. But we're looking good. Because we're not afraid of his trap card at all. I think we just keep going like this. And it doesn't seem like he's going to catch up to us here, so... Could I have won last turn? Yeah, I could have won last turn if I used Beckon to Darkness, huh? Well, I'll just use it this turn. Masked Beast Guardius. Doesn't even have an effect. Which is weird because I think we've seen Masked Beast in the game, right? So I guess the only advantage of this one over the other one is that I think it has 100 more attack. How dare you? Okay, bye. You were just lucky. Yeah, a little bit. I did draw Dark Flare Knight. We need more Dark Flare Knights, honestly, because Dark Flare Knight is just like a win. If you draw it, you probably win. Don't you forget about me. Long time no see. There are a lot of rare bugs here in China. This guy bugs me, but I gotta admit, he is a good duelist. Let's get him to help us beat the Neo-Ghouls. They ignored me and overran the town of Domino instead. That bugs me. How can they ignore the best duelist? Count me in to help you. Weevil's motivations are interesting. Let's go find another ally. Alright, still can't go that way. We probably need to go heal. And after we do our whole run, we'll check Grandpa's shop again. Because... Oh, not Domino Station. But yeah, so far the only place we know of to get Dark Flare Knight is from Grandpa's shop. So if he ever sells any more of those, then that's what we want. Because it's like 150 costs to essentially win any duel. Is pretty good. Now, I do think there were situations where Esperova did beat me when I had Dark Flare Knight. But it was pretty niche situations. There's a duelist here, I know it. You better not cross the Neo-Ghouls or we'll punish you hard. Be a good boy and tell us. He's in the cave. I hope the duelist in the cave's alright, eh? I can't believe the Neo-Ghouls are here, eh? Yeah, why are they all over the world? What do you suppose brought the Neo-Ghouls out here? Actually, I guess, are they just looking for rare cards? Seems like a kind of stupid reason to come fight Rex. Rex is not known for having the rarest of cards. 2-on-1's not fair, you dorkosaurs. Fair? We don't know the meaning of the word fair. You scavengers. Our boy has friends. We'll wipe the floor with all of you. With Solixis at my side, you guys are as scary as baby birds. I won't lose to any Neo Ghouls. Which one do you want to take? I'm glad. Why do they even let me choose? Like, it's not like Loomis and Umbra where they're actually named characters. It's just the guy on the right or the guy on the left. I'll fight the guy on the left because he's closer to me. We got Heavy Storm. Oof. Okay, but Dream beats Dark. Hope he only has Dark. Seems to be the case so far. So, this is tough. Because Witch's Apprentice would power up other Dark cards. I maybe should have tributed there. But the reason I didn't is because there's almost no way that he can kill both of my monsters in one turn. I feel like I should just tribute. I'm just scared of what he might have. Which of these do I want? I'm more confident in Flame Swordsman. I feel like it's more likely he could have a fire card than a water card. But that could be completely wrong. Alright, we got some damage on the board. Wow, that thing has 1600 attack? Are you kidding me? Yeah, he has Fiends as well, huh? Oh, light is what beats Fiend. Do I go for the Witch's Apprentice? I'm gonna go for you. Okay, who's winning right now? We are winning. Another one of those. If anything else sticks, then we're in a really good spot, but it doesn't seem like it will. All of his monsters are stronger than my base monsters. Except if I get like Big Eye or something. But I kind of have to keep attacking because it's the only way I'm going to stay ahead in damage. Come on, just... Do I even have a light? Okay, the trap card's going to be big, though. So far, I don't think... We've seen, like, one monster that he has that can get past that bear trap. Okay, then. That's really bad. We found another monster that could get past that bear trap. It's not the end of the world yet, because we have Fiend's Hand here. I'm guessing he had to have top decked that because he would have played it earlier. Okay, there goes the giant germ. He set a trap. Oh, we got Dark Flare Knight though. That should be the end of the game. Yeah, we should just activate Heavy Storm. And then just discard Dark Flare Knight. Just in case, I didn't know what his trap was. I think one of the traps that became available in Grandpa's shop was Widespread Ruin, which I think just kills any attacking monster. It obviously costs way more than Bear Trap does. But But that's probably the next trap that we're going to want to upgrade to if we can. Because that one's going to be able to deal with monsters of higher power. There is also, I think, Trap Master was in Grandpa's shop, and its effect was, instead, it doesn't Trap Master usually like kill traps, but in this one it sets an acid trap hole to your side of the field. I don't know, is acid trap hole like the next one up from bear trap, maybe like 2000 attack? I don't actually know what acid trap hole does. And here's that bear that he was using. You'll pay for this. Thanks, I owe you one. If you need any help, don't hesitate to ask. What? They're all over the town of Domino? Those Neo-Ghouls won't get away with this. Alright, leave it to me. I'll trample those clowns. Yep, I'll go all the way from looking for fossils in Canada to Japan. Because that's an easy trip to make. Alright, next we got the Galapagos. Okay, notably... Oh wait, how much life do we have? We should probably go heal, huh? But notably, Mako is not at the entrance. Mako's probably the guy we're gonna have to save, would be my guess. Alright, now let's get in a save. No robot monkeys here. Oh, who's that? Is that Strings or is that someone else? Say something. Yeah, that's Strings. His little mini icon looked weird, but... Strings is the guy who never talks. And is really creepy. What a strange individual. I've never felt so uncomfortable. I don't get why it looks like Strings is wearing, like... It looks like he's on vacation or something. Hey, you've come just at the right time. Can you do something about this person? I lack the skill to deal with such weirdness. He creeps me out too. Please reconsider, you're the only one I trust. There was no reconsidering, you just forced me to do it, okay. I don't know anything about the cards that Strings is going to use. I'm just going to hope he doesn't have a Fiend right now. And the Bear Trap will hopefully keep us safe. I don't know what type that card was. Was that electric? Was that water? I'm not sure. Wow. Oof. I guess this is my play then. This is why you attack first. Revival Jam will split if there was... Oh, that's OP. I've remembered Revival Jam being strong, but... That multiplies by splitting into two identical halves if there is room on the field. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Also because Revival Jam is a little bit strong. So I can kill this. Wow. Invisible wire, huh? So we need electric. Worm Drake. I definitely don't have any electric in my deck, so... Is he all water? Statue of Easter Island might have been ground. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn about his deck because this seems hopeless. Unless we draw, like, Dark Flare Knight. Okay, that's ground. Ooh. That could get us back into the game, huh? I would want to summon Petite Moth, but I don't think that's the play. I think we hope a Witch's Apprentice is enough, but... we still need a little bit more than that. Okay, she appears to maybe be strong enough. Hourglass of Life is not good with Witch's Apprentice. I mean, what I want to do is I want to summon the one who hunts... What's the rest of his name? The one who hunts souls. And then next turn, Hourglass of Life, but I just don't know that everything's gonna live. So I think I have to just Hourglass of Life right now. Yeah, and that turned out to be the right play, actually. Because otherwise Witch's Apprentice wouldn't have gotten over that guy. Okay, so Hourglass of Life is probably dead here. Oh, but he summoned the humanoid slime that I can't really get over in attack mode. And we'll save this Beckon to Darkness for later. But now we can summon the one who hunts souls. He has a chance to live. Strings doesn't seem to have that much stuff with above 1100 attack. But he did find something. He must have top decked that, because he would have summoned that last turn. If he had it last turn. Because that was just a better play than Humanoid Worm Slime or whatever. Okay, so here... we just attack with the Petite Moth, huh? There's no reason to put it face down. Because it doesn't have a higher chance of living face down, so we might as well take the damage. Bear Trap should be able to save it once. I think that Kappa Avenger was the same thing that he just had last turn, which means he's probably just top decking. Okay, do we win? No. But is the right place still to just summon Flame Swordsman? No, it's not, because he's all water, right? Flame Swordsman would just get murdered. I feel like gambling on this Larva Moth turning into Cocoon is better than summoning Flame Swordsman. And that's his third Kappa Avenger in a row. You're telling me he top decked 3 of them in a row? Alright, are you in lethal range? No. You're actually 25 life points out of lethal range. That's crazy. Okay, but if the witch lives, then we just beckon to darkness and win. Unless he has another invisible tripwire or whatever. Yeah, it's really not great that we had a mostly fire deck for this, but... Alright, there we go. 1,000 domino. Ooh, and he gives revival jam. That's so good. You saw how good this card can be. Like, it's essentially, like, you saw the Toadmaster that we drew at the end. It's just well, I guess the reason that it's not a better Toadmaster is because the Frog the Jam can attack. Or, is it called Frog the Jam? I don't remember. I think it's called Frog the Jam can attack. Whereas the Revival Jam, the second one cannot attack. Same as Doron or whatever. I don't know why all the water cards get the ability to like multiply themselves. Doron has 900 attack and 500 defense, and he just clones himself and neither of them can attack. Which is the exact same as this card. Only this card is stronger. Lost. Alright. Cool. Yes, thank you. But what brings you here? I see, what a horrible situation. This is why I've been sensing trouble among the waves. My instincts tell me something more sinister is in the works. Anyways, I'm going to the town of Domino. So maybe once we send everyone to the town of Domino is when we'll be able to duel them endlessly. So Yugi said we need to find another ally, which should be Mai. I am going to make a different save, just make sure nothing's going on. But also part of me wants to just go to the town of Domino real quick. And see, like... But do we need health? We need health anyways, so... So if we're gonna fight either Arcana or people who are trying to fight Mai. Okay, so Mako's here. Let's investigate where everyone is now. Serenity. They're not talking about the people that we brought here, I guess. I thought they might have some dialogue. So can I just fight Mako now? I've hauled in a school of Neo-Ghouls. Leave the duel. Oh, that explains why the Neo-Ghouls just came back, because we need someone for the zone to keep them away, essentially. Okay, so we can just fight Mako. Although I realize now that I'm bringing mostly a fire deck to fight Mako. It's not my greatest choice ever. How strong is Mako right now? Wowzers, that thing is crazy. He also gets his own field. Why is this thing so strong? Like, it's getting powered up. Jeez, okay. Do I use the Beckon to Darkness here? Or do I use the Fiend's Hand? Use the Beckon to Darkness, I guess. Okay, I don't think I'll... Ooh, Torrential Tribute. All monsters on the attacking side of the field will be destroyed. Is that a Mirror Force? So that's not what Torrential Tribute does. And it didn't even say attack position monsters, so it probably could have killed, It probably could have killed defense position monsters as well. He keeps powering up his cards, though. How many cards has he used? He's used 5 cards total, right? 2 monsters, Torrential Tribute, and 2 power-up cards. Which means right now he should only have... Or once his turn starts, he'll only have 2 cards in his hand. Problem is, I don't have much that can actually survive. I think maybe that big eye could have survived the flying fish, but... Yeah, big eye could have survived this. Well, I say that, but it's a fiend, so he couldn't have. Okay, he's out of monsters. That's something. So I'm just hoping that this petite moth can make something happen. He should go for the hourglass if he can kill it. He couldn't this turn. And then next turn, the larva moth should live. I'm just saving the fiend's hand for getting rid of whatever he summons. Please go for something strong. Nice. So the larva moth is going to turn into Cocoon of Evolution. And I mean, the play here is just go Fiend's Hand. Switch the Cocoon to defense mode. And just hope that he doesn't have a power-up card that... I mean, he would want to go for my fire card anyways, right? Would make more sense, yeah. And just like that, we got a great moth. It's pretty hard to actually pull that off, but... Now we might as well just activate your effect. It is Frog the Jam. Both of these are powered up, which is nice. And then next turn I could Tribute Summon or do whatever. I'll probably have a perfectly ultimate Great Moth. Ooh, if that's a Torrential Tribute... I mean... It was a Bear Trap, okay. If it was a Torrential Tribute, there was nothing I could do, right? I didn't have any cards I could summon afterwards. There was no counterplay. Amazon of the Seas. You are a worthy adversary. Okay, let's go get our health back. We'll explore where everyone is, and then we'll go save Mai. I'm not going to fight everyone right now because I think they will be repeatably fightable. So we got Esperoba up here. We got Mako down there. We got Weevil right here. No one here, but there wasn't a ghoul over here anyways. Don't have anyone here. Could be where Mai goes. We have Rex here, and we have Bones here. Anything in Kaiba Corp? No. Okay, well let's go save Mai. Hopefully these people remain endlessly fightable. I would be kind of upset if there were like cutoffs where they're no longer endlessly fightable. Alright. So let us save. Harpy Lady. Okay, we've already seen this all though, so. There's too many of them. Glad that we have to wait for Joey and Yugi to both walk over one at a time. Yeah, ha 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 ha, how good of you to visit. What's the fun without a captive audience? I'll give you two choices. Do nothing but watch this stunning show as I defeat this woman, or step in and be magically defeated by me. Whichever choice you make, I win. I mean, I'll let you surrender is pretty funny, but I'm just gonna say I'm going to win. Are you that anxious to be humiliated? I will have you begging on your knees before it's over. I, Arcana, accept your challenge. I don't know if his name is Arcana or Arcana. I feel like people say both, and I don't remember what he said in the show. Oh my good golly. This thing's 1950. Light is what we're dealing with so far. So shadows look pretty decent. I think I don't put the... Do I put the bear trap? I think I do. I don't know. It's a tough call. Witty Phantom. Okay, so he's got light and dark already. So that means we're gonna want Dream and Shadow. Oh, wow. He just made a big mistake, huh? I got a tribute here, though, right? And I hope that's not an invisible wire. Wow, your basic card is stronger than my Flame Swordsman. Okay, so we know that his tribute card was Forest. And he seems to have Light, Dark, and Fiend so far, huh? Also has Dark Magician, because of course he does, he's Arcana. I mean... Gotta try, I guess. Is there anything that can save us? That's not good. Ouch. Okay, we die. So Bear Trap doesn't really seem very useful here, huh? All of his monsters are, with the boost of the field, are too strong to die to Bear Trap. But, I don't really want to take out the Bear Trap right now. Let's start by changing up our deck to... What do we need? He didn't really have any Dream, so I don't think we need Fiends, or at least I didn't see any Dream. He had Light, so maybe Gate Sword's not where it's at. He also had Fiend. So this guy, I mean, would be good unless he pulls a Fiend on me. Almost feel like I need a good tribute card. So right now my tribute cards aren't strong enough to even fight his normal cards. Fiend Mega Cyber might be an option. Can't even use this guy, huh? Hmm. And our spells, anything greatly useful here? I mean, brain control, but we can't use that yet, so... So what did I say we needed? We need light, dark, and dream. You're a beast. Dang it. You're a fiend. You're a magician. That gives us some dream. Don't really want fiend too badly. I'm light. You're a magician, huh? Need 4 more cards. I forgot the pieces of Exodia. Could probably use those. Wait, why are the pieces of Exodia so expensive? Gosh dang it. I thought they'd be cheaper, but they're actually more expensive. Oh, whoops. Ooh, I don't have a lot of room for the last card here. I wish I still had Slifer. At least he costs 0. I could always fit him in the deck. Maybe take one of you out. Replace it with something a little weaker. Like you. Oh, but that won't work because we'd still have 1 too much cost. Oh, wait, no, but we could do this. There we go. Alright, let us try that again. We'll give 1 more try to Arcana, otherwise we'll save him for next time. We've also got to remember there is just the chance that we get Dark Flare Knight, and then it's probably a win for us. He gets to go first again. Okay, what happened last time? Last time he summoned a Shadow Second, right? Do I just let him overcommit? I'm gonna put you in defense mode, let him overcommit, and then heavy... Oh, no, last time he... Did he do that immediately? Well, what now? I think I Fiend's Hand that. I mean, as far as I know, the Bear Trap can't go off at all. Yeah, he had the Witty Phantom second last time. So I think I just do nothing and discard this. Or do I Heavy Storm first? Problem is, I don't know what order stuff is going to be in my graveyard, because imagine I discard this guy this turn, he comes back next turn, and then I want to Heavy Storm. But I don't know if he's going to be the top of my graveyard or not. Don't remember exactly how it works. I was experimenting a little bit with, like, Final Destiny. It seemed like the card furthest right in your hand was the last one to drop into the graveyard out of all things. But but Heavy Storm doesn't do your hand. Heavy Storm only does the field. I imagine probably monsters would be second. That's a little bit much. So maybe I just go for it, the Heavy Storm now. No, I'm not going. Oh, but I didn't discard. Ah, dang it. Okay, well, let's try this. Wowzers. That worked out decently. But now I don't know if this guy's gonna be able to live. So I don't know if I can go different dimension dragon or not. So maybe that was a mistake. I could just summon different dimension dragon, I guess. Is a pretty decent play. Because this way I can assure that different dimension dragon is the only thing that will die. Okay, so now seems like the time we gotta figure out how Heavy Storm works here, right? Okay. Different Dimension Dragon did get put in last after the Bear Trap, so it seems like monsters get put in after spells and traps. But if I summon something here, then it'll probably die, huh? Oof. I think we lose. We don't have any of our lights. He has another monster. Yeah, we didn't lose yet, but now we don't have our different dimension dragon anymore, right? I mean, I'll try, but if he has more monsters, then I think we're out of luck. Now we could just kind of get attacked over and the duel will end, which is not good. Does he have it? Yes, yes he does. Alright, well. That's a shame. So we're gonna reload to Before Arcana, and we'll try him again in the next one. I'm gonna shuffle up our cards real quick. So hopefully we get a different pull. And we'll try again from here in the next one. Arcana should be the last one, last Neo Ghoul that we have to beat. And then we'll move on to the Egypt exhibition again. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one. our grinding gave us a little bit of progress, but we're still struggling. Some of these duels are just incredibly hard. If we don't see Dark Flare Knight, then it's a struggle. But anyways, we will try to make our deck better. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.